Hi, I'm A.C.Strange, and this is the Bad Movie Show, episode 32, The John Waters Show. Now, this episode is dedicated to my favorite freak in the whole world, Mr. Shaw Geretta, a.k.a. Boopy Boopy. We bonded over watching John Waters' show a lifetime ago. So this one's for you, buddy. And everybody else, it's either you love or hate John Waters. But I happen to think he has his own flavor and own style that makes him my favorite director. Mostly because he's making his own movies. He really doesn't care what you think. And I appreciate that. We also share the same taste level. There you go. So I have 3 movies of his that I think you should check out. Alright? So let's get started. First up, I have A Dirty Shame. 2004, NC-17, New Line Entertainment. Written and directed by John Waters, starring Tracy Ullman, Johnny Knoxville, Selma Blair, and Chris Isaac. So we have mild-mannered, prudish, and very repressed Sylvia Stickles. And she gets hit in the head and gets a concussion and gets contacted by Ray Ray, a sexual healer slash tow truck driver, who tells her that they need her to discover a new sex act. See, when you get a concussion, you become a sex addict. And Sylvia has a daughter named Caprice with really, really big boobies. She's like a big-breasted go-go dancer, and she's under house arrest. And when Sylvia becomes a nympho, she lets Caprice out, and they go sexing. And during this sex romp, Sylvia gets hit in the head again, gets another concussion, and becomes a neuter, which is the exact opposite of a sex addict. Now, when she becomes a neuter, the sex fiend will do anything to turn her and Caprice back into nymphos. Now, this is just ridiculous, dirty, perverted, just out of control at times. They don't show any real sex, but they imply it a whole bunch, and it makes you go, whoa, oh, oh. Yeah. I think Tracy Ullman's one of the greatest actresses of all time, and she throws it down, and she's kind of like just trashy and just out of control, and just she's living Sylvia Stickles in this. Okay, this is just insane and very quote-worthy, and I'm gonna, like, the thing I love the most about it is I think that Mr. Waters made his own version of a zombie movie, but instead of zombies, he put sex fiends in there. I'm gonna give this a 4 to buy it. This made me blush and go, oh, whoa, yeah. And I dug it a lot. And it's worth seeing. Just get ready for Tracy Ullman being that trashy. It's kind of something to see. Next up, I have PECKER. Rated R, 1998. Fine Line Features, written and directed by John Waters, starring Edward Furlong, Christina Ricci, Lily Taylor, and one of my favorite girls, Martha Plimpton. What's up, girl? So, PECKER is a teenager who has a second-hand camera and takes pictures of everyone. Okay? His girlfriend who works in a laundromat, his thieving friend, his trade hag sister, his rats making love, everybody. And at a little gallery, like a art show at the sub shop, he surprises everybody by selling a photo. And then he gets a big New York gallery art show and becomes an overnight hit. And when he goes back home to Baltimore, he finds that he's changed everyone's lives, and not for the better either. I mean, child services comes to his house because of his little sister's sugar addiction. His friend can't steal anymore. His sister loses his job at the gay bar. Her job at the gay bar. And just nobody wants to get photographed anymore. And the worst is that the pelt room closes. Pecker does not like the way things are going, and after he gets paid, he decides to open up his own gallery and have his own art show, bringing New York City to him. Now, this is kitschy, corny, silly, wacky, little dirty, and lots of fun. He has a grandmama who has like this Mary puppet that she goes, oh, full of grace, full of grace. They have these, they go to the Fudge Palace, where the guys dance on the bar in their underwear and teabag people. That means sit on their head with their balls on their face. It's freaking hilarious. This is quote-worthy. And my favorite quote in this movie is, pubic hair causes crime. That's just crazy. I'm going to give this a 3.5, but recite this. I've recited this for years, and I think I still do. This makes me giggle to myself. So I love this, but yes, it is a 3.5. And look, I got it when Blockbuster was still around and they sold VHS. Remember that? Video stores? I just that. Anyway, 3.5 to recite this. This is always fun to watch. Love that one. Last but certainly not least, Cecil B. Demented. 2000 rated R Artisan Entertainment. Written and directed by John Waters. Starring Melanie Griffith, Stephen Dorff, Alicia Witt, Adrian Garnier, Maggie Gyllenhaal, and Michael Shannon, who I love. Alright. So Honey Whitlock is a really big star. And she's in Baltimore to go to a red carpet screening of her new movie, Some Kind of Happiness. But the very eager and kind of shady staff of the Senator Theater, they have other plans, like kidnapping Honey Whitlock with guns blazing, and they kidnap her, and they bring her back to their hideout, and she meets Cecil B. Demented, a demented director, and his cast and crew, what he calls the Sprocket Holes, who are extremely horny cinema terrorists, who went celibate for celluloid. That means they can't have any sex until their movie is made, and they are depending on Honey Whitlock to deliver a really great performance. And after the first scene is a success, Cecil, he proclaims that they are going to do the movie in ultra reality. That means in real life with real people, with real violence and real terror. And they go from movie theater to movie theater, ruining everybody's day. So they all get into making their movie, even Honey. And now the cops are after them, and her too. But Cecil will do nothing. He won't. What? He'll stop at nothing until his movie is made. Not even kill people or die. So this is over the top and crazy, just ridiculous, but lots of fun. This is one of the reasons why I love John Waters, because in this, he flexes his, his movie knowledge and his horror knowledge, yo. He waves his horror file card really wide in this one. It's over the top, but lots of fun. I'm going to give this a 4, a buy it, and a bad movie gold star. This one's always great, but get ready for how crazy it is. My favorite is Maggie Gyllenhaal plays the resident Satanist, and she's always like, she's sitting there drinking goat pee and doing everything for Satan. It's a really cute performance, and I love this movie. So like I said, 4, buy it, gold star. We love you, Mr. Waters. So that's it for me tonight. What do you think about tonight's show? I will be doing another one. So what do you think the next 3 John Waters movies that I review should be? Finally got that out. So until then, remember, watch more movies. I'm A.C.Strange, and this is the Bad Movie Show. Good night.